all the restaurants that are chipping in, all of the firefighters that are doing such great work right now.
I know, we really couldn't thank them enough. 5:47 is the time, and I have good news. So you probably noticed changes yesterday. It was a lot cooler, cloudier. That means a lot more moisture is entering the region, which is bumping up humidity levels, exactly what we need across Southern California, especially as crews continue to battle those wildfires to our north. All right, here's a live look from our UCSD Skycam in La Jolla. We are looking at partly cloudy conditions to get your Friday going. Sun won't rise, though, for about another hour or so, but we could already see hints of it depending on which angle you're looking at. Temperatures right now, we are seeing a lot more 40s in the mix than this same time yesterday. Yesterday, we saw a lot of 20s and 30s across our most populated neighborhoods. Temperatures to start off your Friday are a little warmer, although it doesn't feel warm, especially by San Diego standards. We're still in the 40s along the coastal areas. We're pushing into the 30s for spots like Poway, currently sitting at 38 degrees. Below freezing in Ramona. Meanwhile, the mountain area is still very chilly in the 20s and 30s, and we're seeing a mixture of 40s and both low 60s in our desert regions. Wind gusts right now, for the most part, are calm. We will have them pick up, especially for the county's eastern half along the eastern slopes, as we have the shift in winds, the return of onshore flow. So those stronger winds are going to now target the eastern facing slopes versus the western facing slopes, which is what we saw with those Santa Ana conditions. Right now, we're tracking about 15-mile-per-hour gusts in Julian. We'll continue to have that onshore flow strengthen all the way through today into at least the first half of the weekend. And as I mentioned, that's going to give an assist with those humidity levels. Even Oceanside will get up to nearly 100% of humidity. All good news. The same time yesterday, we were down to the teens and 20s. We'll finally see that huge bump in those relative humidity levels. All right, it's all due to this system here. This is what brought the shift in winds and what's cooling us down. We have a cooler air mass filtering in. You probably noticed that if you hung out outdoors yesterday. However, this is going to be our next troublemaker. An area of low pressure is going to dive south. Similar setup to what we saw over the past two Santa Ana wind events. However, it's looking a little more on the mild moderate side, not nearly as strong in terms of those winds, which is good news. Cloud rain futurecast shows clearing this afternoon, and then those clouds roll back in. We have a small chance to see some drizzle, heavy mist overnight into Saturday morning, but overall it's looking dry for the most part. Hardly anything as far as putting a dent in the deficit, not going to do much. Inland areas will be in the low 60s all the way through Sunday. Now through Sunday, those are the coolest days, and then we gradually start to warm up, but that won't happen until Wednesday and Thursday. That's when we have the return of those offshore winds. Mountain areas will be in the 40s for one day, and then we're in the 50s starting tomorrow. The desert highs still really brisk at night. Days, though, nice and sunny in the low 70s.